Greetings folks and welcome to Kerno EXP. Now those of you who know me know that I've been associated with East Pool Mine for 10 years now. So this year might be the last year I come back as paid staff for a couple of years. It might be, it might not folks, I might be overreacting. But I'm definitely coming back as a volunteer next year. Now this is just a look inside Taylor's. This is the proper in-depth look of this engine house for 2019. It's the end of the season now. This is the last Tuesday now, for me anyway. I'll be back again on Thursday, but I just thought, because I'm not coming in here again now until next year, potentially, I thought I'd just get a look at everything. So here's the toolkits, folk. Some of them are two-man spanners, especially the bottom one there. We're looking over here at the clack valve. The lever that you see there, that's made of hippo hide. The reason for that is because it's a lot thicker than cowhide. You might note there's a trapdoor there. That goes down to the cataracts, which, if we just get over to here, folks, all these levers here in front of us, they go down and there's weights on top of those to keep everything working properly. So this is the signal bell, which is designed to be heard in every floor of the engine house. So here we are looking at the controls to Taylor's pumping engine. So the brass wheel on the left is the regulator. The black lever in the middle is the injector. And then you've got the inlet, the outlet, and the equilibrium valves. And you've got to know what you're doing to operate one of those. I probably could get it running, but I'm no expert on these sort of engines. Big pumping engines, that is, folks. I can run a steam engine. I can get up and run in a Packet steam locomotive. I can get up and run in a traction engine, folks, and a small winding engine, no problem. But an engine such as this, you would have to really study it to understand how it works. I think, to be honest, if I was here for a week, after a week, I think I would have got it. So we're looking at the desk here. These are pictures of the Bob and of the water at Gadrivi. Here's the model, folks, which I explained to everybody about how they got the Bob up there. So we're now ascending into the second chamber. So we are now, turn that on, in the second chamber. Now those of you steam enthusiasts would probably recognise this room because it's been featured on The Age of Steam with Fred Dibner. Fred stood right there in the middle there, and the bust of Trevor that you see in the background was on top of the cylinder, and he's explaining to the viewers at the time that this was the biggest engine that he ever seen, which is true. It's before he went to Kew Bridge. Kew Bridge is virtually identical to this, but, yes, there is a but. The Bob, or the beam, which is there, this one in this engine house is one of the largest in the UK. Now we do have, as I've said many before, there's graffiti there of the last crew, and of course their new houses there. This building here, it's going to be possibly reception next year, so it's going to be all changed for next year, folks. So that's a 90-inch cylinder there, which is the largest in Cornwall. And then to the left, we've got the inlet, the outlet, and equilibrium valves. And then above that, the grey bars are the parallel motion, which arrests the movement on the side of the cylinder there, or the cylinder rod. So we're now leaving the second chamber. Here we are, folks. And we're now going into the top chamber. So this is the last look at Taylor's 2019. This window looks out of the north coast. We have in the distance RAF Nanskut, which is RAF Portreif, bomber station during World War II, and in the Cold War it was a chemical weapons facility. So here we have the Bob, Harvey and Co. Let's Hail 1892. Here we are looking at Carnbray. The monument there is dedicated to Lord Bassett de Dunstanville, who was a mine captain who lived in Tahiti. And we was over there not too long ago. And Lord Bassett de Dunstanville, he was actually alright, folks. He was actually okay. He created a hospital in the town where I come from, which is Redruth, and so the people of Camborne and Redruth paid for that to be erected in his honour. And of course the castle, which is, you can just see it, that's a Folly, folks, and that was owned by the Bassets. So now we're looking at Redruth and our chimney, which says EPAL, which is East Poland Agar Limited, which was the name of the mine, but also the arsenic works as well, which was at Tolvaden. Now, obviously I'm from Redruth, and I grew up at a place called North Country, and a small town stroke village of St Day. So I grew up between kind of those areas, like, you know. And as a child I got fond memories of being with my grandparents in St Day, which incidentally was the richest mine in Cornwall for mining at one time. Obviously not today. So I'm going to try, I don't know if we can do it.